Hello everybody and welcome to the McCall's kitchen. We are here to make one of your most classic breakfast items, a Belgian waffle. And we're going to be doing this together with all the ingredients that we have in front of us today and the newest sauces from McCall's. There's a collection of white chocolate, hazelnut, strawberry, blueberry, and caramel that we're going to be drizzling all over these waffles today. So get started with all your ingredients and join us to make breakfast waffles for your family or your loved ones or even just for yourself. I'm going to take you guys through all the steps, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe below and throw a like up if you want to see more videos like this. Belgian waffles are some of your most classic breakfast items, like I said, next to pancakes, but they're more fluffy, there's more flavor, and they require honestly a lot of simple ingredients. And what I love is that you can customize them to whatever you're feeling. If you want some fruits, if you want some chocolate. So we're going to be starting off with our base ingredients. We've got our flour here. So everything is going to be listed below in terms of how much you need, and I promise you these are going to be the fluffiest waffles that you try. So we're going to add our flour to the bowl, followed by some baking powder. After our baking powder, there's also some salt in here. And then we're also going to be adding some sugar. Now that we've got our dry ingredients, we're going to give them a little mix to get that all well blended. And now we're going to mix our wet ingredients. So we'll switch this out. We're going to start with some warm milk. The key to warm milk is that's what's going to create that really nice, soft, moist texture that we're going for. We're going to add our eggs. And actually, I always like to give my eggs a little bit of a whisk to break them up before adding them. So we've got our 2 eggs. We're going to add some melted butter. And make sure you keep your bowl, because whatever's left in here, we're going to use to brush our waffle maker. And you're going to want to get your waffle maker warmed up at whatever temperature you'd like. You can go for a 2 or 3 for a nice fluffy but not too crunchy waffle. So we've got our milk and our eggs in here. And our last ingredient is going to be the McCall's vanilla extract, or any extract you have at home, any vanilla extract you have at home. And then the final step is we're going to add our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients like any other recipe. And the best thing about this is it's such a quick recipe that you can whip this up literally in under 10 minutes, to be honest. All right, look at that mixture. Amazing. You want to mix until it's soft. And you want a texture like this, so not too thin but not too thick. And now we can get started on our waffle making. So we've got our waffle maker all warmed up here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our brush and we're actually gonna brush the inside with some butter so that our waffles come out very easily. You can also use a cooking spray if you have a cooking spray. All right, so time to add our mixture. The first one will make a classic waffle, but the second one I want to add some chocolate chips because that's the one I'm going to be adding hazelnut sauce to. I'm going to be using an ice cream scoop to get my mixture into here. And you don't want to over pour, because when we press down, it is going to spread out. So I always like to pour into the center. You want to leave about ½ an inch on the outsides so that it will press down. I'm going to give that a close. And I don't know if you can hear that sizzle, but it sounds like it's going to be amazing. And I have it set to the temperature 2. We'll see how these ones come out and if we need to adjust it to a temperature 3 depending on your waffle maker. Looks like our first waffle is ready, so let's open this up and take a look. Wow, look at the fluff on this. And with that butter, it easily came out. So we're gonna get this onto our plate and we'll start making our second one. Let's prep our second waffle now, and I'm gonna be making this one a chocolate one. So we're just gonna brush this lightly with our butter again, because you saw how easily that waffle slid right out. And honestly, 3 was the perfect cooking temperature, so we'll leave it at 3. And to this, we're just gonna add some chocolate chips. And our second waffle is ready. This one's even fluffier than the last. We're gonna get this one out there, and the chocolate chips are gonna be such a nice little sweet bite. And I'm gonna make one more so that I can show you all the sauces that I wanna use today. Add some blueberries. You can use frozen or fresh. And our last waffle is ready. I swear they just keep getting fluffier and fluffier, but this is the recipe that you would die for those fluffy Belgian waffles. So our blueberry one is done. And again, if you want them crispier, you can turn your waffle maker up more, but this is my perfect consistency. It's nice and crispy, but it's super soft and fluffy on the inside. So I'm just gonna get this all cleaned up, and then we'll be back to dress these waffles up for breakfast. And like I said, our breakfast waffles are done in under 10 minutes, and now we get to dress them all up. I did whip up some fresh whipped cream so that I could top these waffles off. And I went ahead and I cut the chocolate and blueberry ones into triangle pieces. So I'm gonna do the same for the classic. We'll start off with our vanilla. With this, we can kind of go in with anything, caramel, chocolate. I think I want to keep it classic and add some caramel, because who doesn't love a caramel and vanilla? With these bottles, you want to shake them well before using them. So let's get this drizzled on our waffles. I'm gonna go in with some white chocolate as well, because well, why not? And because it is fall and we're in the spirit, I'm gonna add some of our orange sprinkles here to give it a little bit of color. And our first classic plate is done. So for the blueberry, we've got the blueberry sauce. Give it a nice shake. These sauces are honestly perfect for desserts, waffles, breakfast, cake filling. There's so many options, and I love that you can grab any flavor already ready to go. So because we did this with the blueberry, I'm gonna add some fresh berries on top. So we're gonna do some blackberries and some more blueberries. And for our last plate of our chocolate waffles, we're gonna go in with my personal favorite, the hazelnut sauce. Again, give it a shake. And for this, we're gonna use some of the McCall's chocolate sprinkles. And because they're waffles, of course, we're gonna add some maple syrup. So I'm just gonna go in and just add a little bit of maple syrup on all of them. And last but not least, our whipped cream. All right, how delicious do these look? I know anybody's family would love to have these waiting for them when they come down for breakfast. And the sauces from McCall's added the most, not only beautiful touch, but the taste and the flavor, amazing. So you can grab these 5 flavors at McCall's, so many ways to use them, as I mentioned before. And you have to try these waffles. I promise you, your family will be so amazed. And it was so much fun having you in the kitchen today. Make sure you stay tuned for Thanksgiving right around the corner, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you back very soon. Bye.